that pleasing, releasing, fearless ledge. Where I place my footing now is soon to be nothing more than a memory. Evidence I was here, forever marked in the drying cement. Where I stand, I leave nothing but a story behind. A manuscript of questionable sanity that will be confirmed by those who find me below. A prisoner of war, they'll say. Lost and forgotten, they'll say. Locked away and treated with madness in a needle. And now I cannot live without it. Before I run out of my calming elixir, I will step off this ledge and leave evermore the nightmare that consumes me. The dreadfulness of my memories haunt me. And surely they will finish me tonight. My story begins in darkness. I am running through a strange forest, a place I hardly recognize. I don't know how long the Germans held me prisoner, but how much could the earth have changed? Rising from the dirt, I saw a horrifying image. Not just any victim of war. The half-rotting carcass of my brother! So far, I had escaped my brother's fate, but strange and extraordinary creatures made me wary of my own. The forest became a labyrinth of fog as my boots sank into the marshy soil. At the water's edge, I stumbled upon an abandoned boathouse. In hopes of reaching the French line, I pushed off. It was easy to rest then. The calmness of the stream, the drifting momentum forcing me to sleep. Upon waking, I found myself in another world, a vast, dry desert with alien plant life. Monsters watched curiously as I slumbered. As I wandered this void, I heard something. The bloodhounds in the distance. I had not drifted as far as I thought. In fear of being recaptured, I climbed upwards in hopeless haste of finding my freedom. choice, you see. As I fell into the darkness once again, I dreamt the nightmare was over. Disappearing into the earth, I wakened and grabbed for anything that might save me. At this point, what really could? If I could elucidate the monstrous size of this beast, I could also explain why it chose not to devour me then. But reason defies my story. As I hit the bottom, this shadow world became an even greater obscurity. A stunning, naked desert lay untouched here, maybe for thousands of years. The lonesome echo of my footsteps disturbed me in this emptiness, as I searched the stillness for a way back to the surface. In what appeared to be ancient caverns, I came upon a grand open room with an enormous monolith in the center. As I gazed at its size, I feared the depths I had fallen. I feared this was my end. From where I stood, I could see every detail on the stone. Carvings of a forgotten humanity tell the stories of lost heroes. Or were they devils? In my spellbound admiration, I hadn't yet noticed the striking young woman worshipping the statue. She danced and prayed to this memorial as though it were a grave. Perhaps she was the only one left here, keeping guard of this holy, untouched ground. Once my presence was discovered, she revealed a sacrificial dagger to me. As she dropped her blood on the monolith floor, something began to grow. Within a moment, she was overcome by growing vines of stone. Enclosed in a mausoleum for the gods, a demon broke free. As she darted about the cavern, she surrounded me with her engrossing darkness. I awoke several days later in a French hospital. The nurses gave me morphine to calm my nerves as they told me of my whereabouts. An American soldier had found me washed up on the shore. Half dead, I murmured the tale of the beast that came for me. But no one could believe what I had been through. No one ever would. Horrors of war were not uncommon in my situation, but I know the truth. I see that demon every night in my dreams, knowing she will come for me, waiting for her to finish the job the Germans couldn't. Like the shadow of death, I know she is always behind me.